I've been seriously creating content for Overwatch for a little less than a year and witnessed my coaching benefit most of my viewers I come in contact with. However, there are varying results among all of them. Some people stay stagnant, most slowly gain SR over time, and a few gain hundreds of SR incredibly quickly over the course of a week after just one VOD review. So what is the answer to solve all improvement problems? Certainly there is variability from VOD to VOD, but I feel that I have finally cracked the code of coaching and improvement within Overwatch. After surveying players I have VODed in the past, there was a very consistent pattern between those that made the most of the time and those that struggled to climb at all. Players that were successful always took clear and concise notes of their VOD with me in the most important section, the takeaways. It wasn't as simple as just taking notes, but taking notes effectively. Start by sorting your notes by character and indicate the date you performed each review. This will help you get a sense for your improvement process and if you were actually doing what is right and working for you. I find that taking physical notes inside a notebook is the best option, but I will explain this later. Taking small notes during a VOD review, even if you are self-reviewing, is nice, but it is important to keep the top of the page clear. This is important because later in the process, you will want to review your notes before you sit down to play, and it is easier to see the things you need to focus on at the top rather than sifting through a whole page worth of information to find the good stuff. Speaking of the important subjects, when will you really find those? Generally, a good coach will give these to you at the end of the review. These include the very important problems to fix, like positioning of Baptiste's lamp around a corner, being aggressive with Ana's anti-nade, finding important Discord targets with Zenyatta, and keeping your resources up as Moira. These subjects should have boxes next to them so that when you feel you have fixed the issue or gotten significantly better at it, you can look at the next box until you can check it off. This process should in theory keep repeating, even if you are an Overwatch League level player, as there is always something to improve on. The reason these boxes are helpful is because you do not want to improve on more than one or two things at once, and the latter option is usually a stretch. You want to make sure you finish one problem at a time and don't have lingering side effects. The last thing you want to do is make mistakes pop up again a week down the road and feel like you've gotten nowhere. The road of improvement is a very long one, so it is important that you take it one step at a time. So why the notebook? Isn't that extra hassle? Well, studies show that students that write down their notes in class retain information better than those that type them down in a document on their laptops. The notebook also serves as a physical reminder to check your notes before you play and dedicate each session to one area of improvement. When I was on attack mode, I would dedicate a box to a scrim until I felt that I had reached a point where I could check that box off. The improvement felt slow, but looking back, I was improving at an insane rate compared to when I would write tons of concepts down on a Google Doc, overloading myself with information. So what are the takeaways from this video? Taking effective notes and reviewing before you play solves the main problem preventing people from climbing, and that is grinding the game without a purpose. Simply playing the game will surely make you better, but there is a certain point where every player will plateau. Reviewing your notes before every session allows you to give meaning to the playtime, making every game feel more engaging and the whole process more fulfilling. It may be a little extra work, but the payoff is worth it. Look at myself, Kujo, Shocker, and Derpy. These are living examples of what effective notes can do for players. Before I close out today's video, if you are interested in receiving a VOD from myself, I will link my Fiverr in the description. However, before you pick this option, I would look into a guide I've made in the past, teaching you how to VOD review yourself first, as it is free and may be what you personally need before you seek professional help. Thank you all so much for watching. If you have any questions, ask live on Twitch every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 4 p.m. Eastern or in the Discord. But until next time, I've got to peace out and Paz out. I'll see you in the next one.